Hey guys, Carl here, Bohemian Nomad, hanging out here at Spoon River Valley. Yep, I'll let you take a look around here. Behind me, it's all mature growth. Highway's over there. I'm on the other side of the rest area. On the other rest area is that big tree stand that I told you about that I was in. And then this is the rest of it here. It's pretty cool. Didn't quite get you sunrise. I got a day off of work here. This is from my accident. That's all I got, that little nose thing. But I got the wife's car. Wife's got a brand new car. Maybe I should be Tim and show you the new car. I should show you my car. My car is the best car you've ever driven ever. It gets me from A to B. My car doesn't have a name. Maybe I should give my car a name. I don't know. See, Calpote, you're gonna love this one because this is no notes. There's no notes anywhere. Not over there, not over there. I'm just out here with the birds and a little praying mantis dude and everything, having a bit of a morning coffee with you guys. Here we go, Yeti. Made it myself. 67 cents, 70 cents, I don't know, something like that. Got to take my meds. Anyway, I started my job. I've worked 3 days. 3 days accident free. Woo! No crashing. Yep, no crashing. Knock on a cement table. Yep, so I'm doing good there. Oh, we drove to Missouri the second day. Me and another dude. He was in another semi. And we drove 2 semis over to Missouri and back. And I'm doing agriculture, semi work, which is the bomb. Seeing racetracks and out in the country, real people, doing real stuff. I don't know. Not that people in the city do fake stuff, but I don't know. I like country people better, I guess. I don't know. There we go. High blood pressure. I gotta take my blood pressure today, make sure we get that in there, get that blood pressure down. Yeah, when I had the accident, my blood pressure was really low, and my blood sugar was low too. Not low where it was dangerous, but I'm like, that's cool. The dude gave me my blood sugar. That's awesome. He said, well, that's toward the, for me, that's good. Yeah. My daily baby aspirin. Yep. And this big old horse pill is 1,000 milligrams of metformin and Jardiance. I think it's Jardiance, pretty sure. It's supposed to be good for you. I don't know. Down the hatch. That's a big one. I don't know what's so difficult about taking meds. But anyway, oh yeah, day 2. I got to cross the mighty Mississippi River twice. Once on the way over to Missouri and once on the way back. And of course, across the Illinois River. Twice too, but I crossed the Illinois River quite a bit because since we live right on it, you know. Yeah, someone asked me about downtown Peoria videos. Yeah, I'll have to do that. That'd be cool. Show you the old Commerce Bank building. There's an old bank building there, and I was an attorney in it. My dad was a dentist in it, and my great-granddad was an attorney in that building. Yeah, so the Deebers. We went, we had some fun times in Peoria. My great-granddad was an attorney, but he had a ton of farms in Lincoln, Illinois, which is a little bit south of Peoria. But great farmland. And I don't know. Yeah, the Cracker Barrel, they're trying to renew it. It's funny because in the Knox County Courthouse, Galesburg, where I'm going, they used to have a wall. It's like the wall of dirt. But in a county separated out into, the county, and then the county has little things like townships and stuff in it. And, you know, probably divided up into 32 sections. In each section, they had a 4-foot dirt core sample of each section of the county. And so you could come into the county courthouse and you could look you could look at the dirt in the county and see who, you know, how far someone had a topsoil before they went to gravel, before they went to clay, or how much moss they had, and this and that. Because here in Peoria, we're right on the edge of the Ice Age, where the glaciers came down and then they just let go of everything and melted and went back up. That's why we got a town called Rockford, because it's full of rocks, because all these rocks that were in the glacier that got carved on down out of Canada, like the Great Lakes and stuff. Anyway, when the glaciers melted, it just left these huge rocks everywhere. They call the town Rockford. It's pretty creative. That's also where Black Hawk Indian, I don't know how much you know about Black Hawks, but the time that Abraham Lincoln was in the war, he was running around looking for Black Hawk, but he never found him. It's funny too, because he got voted company commander or something of his unit, and so he was the leader of his men, and everybody loved him and stuff like that. And they said that had a big impact on when he became president. Same thing with Barack Obama. Barack Obama, somehow or another, I can't remember now, but he got to be president of the what do they call it? When you're in a law school, there's a law school review, the Harvard Law Review or whatever. And so he got to be president of that, and that was a big deal. And that got him a bunch of things, got his foothold in the thing. And they're like, you know, if Obama never become the president of the Harvard Law Review, he might have never gone anywhere. Who knows? You never know. But it's pretty cool. See, this no note thing, man, you're just all over the place, dude. My little brain things, they wander. That's why we use notes capote. So we're not talking about Barack Obama and Abraham Lincoln and the Black Hawk Wars. But if you look around here and you listen, you can see why those Indians dug it and didn't want to leave. You know, not that Iowa isn't all it can be, but these Illinois river valleys and up north, forget that river, but there's one north of here, goes through Sterling, Illinois and stuff like that. That's where Black Hawk actually was. That's pretty cool. And there's a big, huge cement statue of them up there. I got some pictures of that. Maybe I should dig those out. But when I used to go up to court in Rockford, I always used to take that river road up there. It goes through a town called Byron. My son's named Byron because I love Lord Byron. Yeah, let's just go all over the place. Lord Byron. Yeah, if I should see you in past years, how should I greet thee? With silence and tears. I think I still remember that from high school. Yeah, Lord Byron, it's poetry. I thought it was the bomb. And then he hung out with Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein. Yeah, and they'd have drug parties, and she'd write, and he'd write. He'd do opium and travel all over the place. He was quite the character. Yeah, Lord Byron, quite the dude. Yeah, so it's been fun hanging out with you this morning. Working. Oh yeah, the next day was just driving all over the place. Champaign, Decatur, Bloomington, Peoria. Yeah, those are all towns around here. Pretty much interstate. Wasn't that big of a deal. So I got today off. I got another job in agriculture that I'm lined up to do. That's why I'm going to Galesburg today to get another medical exam, another pee test, another drug test. And physical. So we got to do that because these Fortune 500 companies, they don't mess around. They want to make sure that it's more than just reading the English language. You got to have your shit together. Yeah. Yeah, my crash. I didn't get issued a ticket at all. Yeah, it was pretty cool. The state trooper was an awesome dude. Totally cool. And insurance is working itself out. I gotta call them again today. Yep. Oh, and then of course we gotta talk about Tim Timboree. I almost forgot, because this is a Tim Timboree channel. Oh, sorry you had to wait till the end for me to talk about Tim. But let's get the Tim stuff done. He's boring. I'm doing more than Tim is. And well, of course I'm working, but even in my off time I'm working, I'm doing more than Tim is. And he's crazy. He's a Looney Tune. I don't know, his rent's up in September. He can't get a permanent address because he always used Tammy's address. I know that too, because I'm using my son's address, and he's selling his home. And I'm like, dude, when my son sells his home, I'm gonna be homeless. I have to get another address. But anyway, so he don't have a permanent address, and I don't think he wants to stay where he's gonna stay. He keeps saying he's gonna put stuff in that storage unit and leave and come back. That doesn't make any sense. But then if that's true, that makes sense of why he's saying, oh, it's just too expensive to travel, because he's gonna be paying for his travel and he's still gonna be paying his lot rent. And then he's talking about how he may not be traveling anymore because he really can't afford it. Yeah, he really can't afford it. And this meat diet, it's gonna get him. It's not good for him. It's not good for anybody. I mean, anybody that's telling you all meat is a Looney Tune, according to American Mellow, according to doctors that go to school. And if you're not going to trust them, well, when you have your heart attack, just sit there and die. Don't go to the hospital. Why bother? Because the person that's going to treat you is someone that has years and years and years of medical education and experience, you know, or you pass out or you have your stroke. Just sit there and die, because, you know, you don't trust those people anyway. Just kidding. Not really. You're either going to trust the medical people that have the education, or you're not. But if you're not going to trust them, don't be dilly-dallying in it. Just do, you know, read whatever voodoo and herbs and craziness you want to do. Well, Capote, this was a note day. Yeah, pretty crazy. I was all over the place. I don't even know what I talked about, but I did talk about Tim. I'm gonna put Tim in my title. Timmy's a boring nutbag. I ain't following the Tim way of life. I'm gonna keep working, having fun, being married, having fun hanging out here in the great state of Illinois, helping raise and get the food to you that we grow here, so you guys can all have a nice dinner. Yeah. So you guys have a great morning. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys this morning. It was nice. This is beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful, gorgeous. It won't always be this way, so we're appreciating it right now. Yeah. Have a great day.